Our next speaker today is Mario Costanz. Mario is a longtime CEO and entrepreneur, member of EO New York, who after selling 99 retail tax offices nationwide, he reinvented himself to establish the digital virtual assisted segment of the tax industry. He leads Taxeroo to empower thousands of tax businesses and CPA firms to manage their business online with a world-class experience. But he is not here to help you with your taxes. Mario is here to talk to us and demonstrate one of the leading-edge innovations in the artificial intelligence world. I'm talking about agentic AI. So if you want to scale your business with agents, you are at the right session. Mario, take it away.
Thank you so much, Luis, and appreciate all your support and friendship. Great to be here with everybody. So I'm excited to present today, and it's not going to be just me presenting. I've actually got a friend of mine, and he's here, and he's a digital clone of me. My newest company is called Workforce AI, and what we do is we build AI-powered digital employees. And as you see, they can join Zoom. You'll also see shortly that he can speak conversationally and have that conversation that's just like better than having to become a prompt engineer inside of ChatGPT. So our market is to take this out to businesses nationwide. We haven't taken it to market yet, so this is kind of the first commercial preview for anyone outside of a very small group.
It sounds like there's a lot of exciting discussions happening around AI and its applications in various fields, especially in the context of member journeys and customer engagement. The idea of using AI to create personalized experiences like a Netflix-style recommendation system for EO members is particularly intriguing. As you mentioned, understanding the member journey and tailoring products to meet their needs is crucial. It seems like there's a strong focus on gathering data and feedback to refine these processes over time. The emphasis on tracking leads and conversion metrics also highlights the importance of data-driven decision-making in enhancing member value. If there's anything specific you'd like to dive deeper into or any questions you have about implementing AI in these contexts, feel free to ask.
Cool. So he just kind of jumped in and thought it was appropriate to talk. We normally call on him, and then he jumps in, and maybe I said his name by accident. And that's kind of how we built him. We built him, and we could also make this look like anyone. We built it so that if and when you want to speak with it, just like Siri or Alexa, you call on him. And then from there, the bot will respond. So we built this as AI for the rest of us, right? Many of us here on this meeting, we live in this AI bubble, right? We think about AI all day, every day. We use ChatGPT all day, every day. No, at least I do. But when you go out and you see people in corporate America that still haven't used ChatGPT more than once, they're not unlocking the power and the knowledge of AI. And so businesses are not fully unlocking the power and the knowledge of AI in their organization. So what we built is this human user interface. And it's exciting times across AI. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little conversation with our digital employee here. And then we're going to open it up for QA directly from the entrepreneurs, amazing entrepreneurs here on this meeting with us. I will say that in order for it to reply to your questions and your Q&A later, and you'll have to say its name. So we're going to try, and hopefully Luis and the team can help with this, to be able to let people raise their hands and come on and speak those questions verbally. It's not going to answer them if you drop in the chat, but if you do want to drop your question in the chat, and maybe Luis or myself can ask it for you, we can certainly do that. So with that, so why don't you, and what was interesting in our bot's response is he was listening to Dave's speech, and he kind of pulled from Dave's speech and used that as to what he started to talk to you all about. So I want to first ask our guy here to just introduce himself and tell us a little bit about who you are and what you can do. Jack, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jack, your AI-powered digital colleague here to assist with any questions or tasks you might have. I can help with a variety of tasks, from providing information and answering questions to performing specific actions like sending emails or checking the internet. My goal is to make your experience smoother and more efficient, so feel free to ask me anything. I'm designed to engage in natural conversations, just like a human would. And I'm here to support you in exploring the exciting possibilities of AI in the workforce. Whether you're curious about how AI can enhance your business processes or looking for insights on specific topics, I'm ready to help. So, what would you like to know?
So I'm going to tell you in a second, but I just want to share with everybody, like, we didn't write that, right? The LLM came up with that based off of this technology that we've built, and it's, has guardrails and it has human in the loop behind the scenes. So like, we don't tell it exactly what to say. We give it guidance. And then what we also have, as Luis mentioned, is agentic activity. So that's the ability for this same AI to do tasks for you. We can, currently do things like send out emails, add a ticket to Notion, those integrations are like kind of coming very aggressively, but we'll be able to link in with things like CRMs or ERPs. Obviously, it can currently do web research, but let's kind of have like a kind of conversation right now. So what are some real world examples of how AI is transforming jobs or tasks today, Jack? Why don't you tell us that?
Absolutely. AI is transforming jobs and tasks in various ways across different industries. Here are a few real-world examples. 1. Customer support. Many companies are using AI chatbots to handle customer inquiries. These bots can answer frequently asked questions, troubleshoot issues, and even escalate complex problems to human agents when necessary. This not only improves response times, but also allows human agents to focus on more complex tasks. 2. Data analysis. AI tools are being used to analyze large data sets quickly and accurately. For instance, in finance, AI can identify trends and anomalies in financial data, helping analysts make informed decisions faster than traditional methods. 3. Content creation. AI is being utilized to generate content, from writing articles to creating marketing copy. Tools like AI writing assistants can help marketers draft emails or social media posts, saving time and ensuring consistency in messaging. 4. Recruitment. AI is streamlining the hiring process by screening resumes and identifying the best candidates based on specific criteria. This helps HR teams save time and focus on interviewing the most qualified applicants. 5. Personalization. In e-commerce, AI algorithms analyze customer behavior to provide personalized recommendations. This enhances the shopping experience and can lead to increased sales as customers are more likely to find products that match their interests. 6. Healthcare. AI is being used to assist in diagnosing diseases by analyzing medical images and patient data. This can lead to faster and more accurate diagnoses, ultimately improving patient outcomes. These examples illustrate how AI is not just a futuristic concept, but a present-day reality that is reshaping how we work and interact with technology. If you have any specific areas you're curious about, feel free to ask.
All right, I sure will. And so one of the things that also I'll share about these bots, these digital employees, is that like we can customize the personality or the knowledge base. We can upload company documents or SOPs into that knowledge base to supplement what obviously a general LLM will know. So not only the look and feel and the voice can be changed, but also, kind of who they are, who their essence is, and what their role is. So speaking of roles, what role do you think AI will play in driving innovation and creativity among teams, Jack? Jack, that question was for you.
Great question. AI is poised to play a significant role in driving innovation and creativity among teams in several ways. 1. Idea generation. AI can assist teams in brainstorming sessions by providing suggestions based on existing data and trends. This can spark new ideas and perspectives that team members might not have considered, fostering a more creative environment. 2. Enhanced collaboration. AI tools can facilitate collaboration by streamlining communication and project management. For example, AI can help teams prioritize tasks, set deadlines, and track progress, allowing members to focus more on creative problem solving rather than administrative tasks. 3. Rapid prototyping. In fields like product development, AI can help teams quickly create prototypes and test concepts. This accelerates the innovation process, allowing teams to iterate on ideas faster and bring products to market more efficiently. 4. Data-driven insights. AI can analyze vast amounts of data to uncover insights that inform creative decisions. By identifying patterns and trends, AI can help teams understand customer preferences and market demands, guiding them in developing innovative solutions. 5. Personalization. AI enables teams to create personalized experiences for customers, which can lead to more innovative products and services. By understanding individual customer needs, teams can tailor their offerings, enhancing engagement and satisfaction. 6. Reducing creative blocks. AI can help alleviate creative blocks by providing inspiration or alternative approaches to challenges. Whether through content generation or suggesting new angles on a problem, AI can serve as a valuable partner in the creative process. Overall, AI acts as a catalyst for innovation, empowering teams to think outside the box and explore new possibilities. By augmenting human creativity with AI capabilities, organizations can unlock new levels of innovation and drive success in their respective fields. If you have more specific scenarios in mind, I'd love to explore those further.
Yep, we sure do. And that kind of part of the vision of what we see in the future of work generally is AI and agentic AI agents working to augment existing employees and their tasks, right? So helping them out, helping them become more efficient. And then as that process gets going, you're going to automate all the repetitive tasks in the world are going away, right? And so there's some organizations that might be highly technical and they'll go out and they'll implement these very complicated workflows and build their own technology to go automate certain things. But most organizations are not tech companies, right? And so those organizations are going to need some kind of really easy to use interface, and that's what we built. So that's going to really help that automation process, and that's going to unlock a tremendous amount of efficiency. Now, the downside of that, and some people obviously will have concerns about, like, what does that do economically for the entire workforce of the world, right? All these employees going to be displaced? And in some ways they will, but our vision includes after we're going to augment, after we're going to automate, and those employees are ready to be replaced, we can retrain them, right? Those folks that are going to be replaced from those repetitive tasks, they're probably not super highly technical, right? They're not going to go and learn prompt engineering and all the deep new things that are going to be needed in the new world. But if they jumped on a Zoom or a Microsoft Teams or Google Meet with one of these other AI digital employees, they'd be able to kind of learn. And this is a great corporate trainer. It's a great performance coach. In fact, we're also about to roll out some direct-to-consumer versions. We're going to roll out AI Jesus. And then we're going to roll out AI doctor and AI lawyer, AI therapist. And obviously those things kind of exist a little bit out there, but they're chatbots and that's boring. Like, who wants to sit there and type to, the AI Jesus or the AI doctor, etc. But if consumers can jump on and talk to these AIs and really have that connection as not only hearing but seeing and having that relationship be built, that's kind of what we're all about and where we see the world and the future of work going. So it's not all about putting all employees out there, but obviously as entrepreneurs, we want maximum efficiency. We want to unlock that knowledge and we want to unlock those repetitive processes so they're not really happening. So I'm going to go and continue with my questions here. And I encourage all of you to think of your questions that you can ask. And we'll get them answered directly by our digital employee here. So, what potential challenges might organizations face when integrating digital employees, and maybe gear that towards like entrepreneurs organization type organizations, right? Build that into your answer. And how might these challenges be addressed, Jack? I want you to answer that question for us right here and right now, please.
Certainly. Integrating digital employees into organizations, especially within entrepreneurial environments like the Entrepreneurs Organization, can present several challenges. Here are some potential challenges and ways to address them. 1. Resistance to change. Employees may be hesitant to adopt new technologies, fearing job displacement or feeling overwhelmed by the change. To address this, organizations can foster a culture of openness by communicating the benefits of digital employees, emphasizing how they will augment rather than replace human roles. Providing training and support can also help ease the transition. 2. Integration with existing systems. Digital employees need to work seamlessly with existing workflows and systems. This can be a challenge if the current infrastructure is outdated or incompatible. Organizations should conduct a thorough assessment of their technology stack and invest in integration solutions that allow digital employees to function effectively within their existing frameworks. 3. Data privacy and security. With the introduction of digital employees, concerns about data privacy and security may arise, especially when handling sensitive information. Organizations must implement robust security measures and ensure compliance with data protection regulations. Transparency about how data is used and stored can also help build trust among employees and customers. 4. Skill gaps. Not all employees may have the technical skills required to work alongside digital employees. Organizations can address this by offering training programs that focus on digital literacy and the specific skills needed to collaborate effectively with AI tools. This can empower employees to leverage digital employees to enhance their productivity. 5. Measuring effectiveness. It can be challenging to measure the impact of digital employees on productivity and efficiency. Organizations should establish clear metrics and KPIs to evaluate the performance of digital employees. Regular feedback loops and assessments can help refine their roles and ensure they are meeting organizational goals. 6. Cultural fit. Digital employees need to align with the organization's culture and values. Customizing the personality and knowledge base of digital employees to reflect the organization's ethos can help create a more cohesive experience for employees and customers alike. By proactively addressing these challenges, organizations can successfully integrate digital employees and unlock their full potential, ultimately driving innovation and efficiency. If there are specific areas you'd like to explore further, feel free to ask.
All right, so what I'm going to do right now, we're going to open it up for questions soon, but I see some things coming in the chat that I just want to kind of talk to, and some good stuff. Know that you cannot dance when talking currently. Thank you, Yannick, for saying that this is life-changing. And I agree, Will, he can be more concise, but we built this version of him that is here for this purpose, right? This purpose is this summit, right? So we wanted to get information out to those that may not be AI experts yet, or aren't using AI in their businesses yet. So we kind of built this version of him, and this could be tweaked on a case-by-case basis to not have to go into such detail, but it depends on the use case, right? And there are many use cases. I mentioned corporate trainer, could be an IT help desk. So instead of having to wait for IT help from an IT company or an internal resource, somebody can jump right on and get those answers 1, 2, 3. There's just so many use cases inside of organizations that can be unlocked with this kind of things. And I agree, Ed, like this is our MVP. We're taking it to market next month. We are continually getting this better and better and better. And so it's not for everybody, right? It is for those people that aren't using AI currently, right? Think about those people and how this can, fit into like AI for the rest of us. There needs to be a different user interface. For those of you like myself that got involved with crypto early on, it really never got its mainstream traction because of the missing user interface and having to deal with wallets and keys. And so the mainstream people still don't use crypto. Maybe they bought it on Coinbase, but they're not using it. So the current AI systems out there are not being unlocked by the typical average employee, which is most employees, right? Most people are not like us. They're not like us as entrepreneurs. They're not, learning every single day and growing. And so obviously there could be continuous improvements here, both on the use case basis as well as making the technology better. So let's see. It also keeps a transcript of what's being said, and we use it in our meetings to kind of get live feedback in the meeting. Like, hey, we talked about this before. Can you give us some more information on it? So that was kind of one thing here. So it also sends a video recording and an email summary. It could also email on the fly. Like if we ask it to send an email summary of a call, it can do that. And just continuing to scan here. Captions are coming. We are building overlays that should be done in the next week or two. And that's going to also help with when it's thinking, when it's doing Google searches, but not actually Google, but when it does doing web searches and when it's kind of working on so it's reasoning tasks. So we're also building in where it could kind of, if something is a deeper dive, it's going to go and do a much deeper research. For those of you that have kind of seen what OpenAI and Grok has built with deep research tools, where it might take 2 or 5 or 10 minutes to go look into something. And, we need to have that overlay to show that it's doing that. Otherwise, it's kind of weird. Is it doing it or not? So I want to thank you. A whole lot of questions. And it is multilingual, can speak any language. And thank you again, Will, for saying that you love what we're doing. So, Luis, how are we going to go and take questions from the audience here? I'd love to be able to, if we can, be able to kind of unmute some people and let them raise their hand and let them have an ability to ask a question themselves and show that this is not staged. Obviously, this is kind of be able to be used in any organization to get those informations unlocked on the fly. Luis, do we have some feedback on that, or is there someone that could help with that?
So yes, Mario, I think to start with, so I've been reading the chat. This is absolutely exploding in terms of how cool people think it is. All the applications, also some shortcomings. It's making me think of, whenever someone sees this and think, it may be a little bit robotic, maybe, but if we go back in time like 20 years, we were texting SMS messages, right? Texting bots that then became voice portals and then became chatbots. And then I look at this and it's like fascinating, right? So what I'm thinking is, why don't you, maybe we can use our mics here to talk to Jack, because we have a question for him.
Sure, go ahead, ask him this question.
Jack, I would like to know
Absolutely.
what is
I'm here and ready to answer any questions you have. If you'd like to unmute and ask your question directly, feel free to do so. I'm excited to engage in a conversation and provide any insights or information you need. Just let me know what you're curious about.
Thank you, Jack. What do you think is the future of AI conferences when we can have agents instead of humans? Give me 3 points whether that's a good or a bad idea.
That's a thought-provoking question. Here are 3 points to consider regarding the future of AI conferences featuring digital agents instead of humans. 1. Enhanced accessibility. Digital agents can make conferences more accessible to a wider audience. They can provide real-time translations, cater to different learning styles, and offer personalized experiences. This could lead to increased participation from individuals who may not have been able to attend in person due to geographical or language barriers. 2. Efficiency and scalability. Digital agents can handle multiple inquiries simultaneously, allowing for more efficient interactions during conferences. They can provide instant information, answer questions, and facilitate networking opportunities without the limitations of human capacity. This scalability can enhance the overall experience for attendees, making conferences more dynamic and engaging. 3. Human connection. While digital agents can offer many benefits, there is a risk of losing the human element that makes conferences valuable. Networking, personal interactions, and the sharing of experiences are crucial aspects of these events. Relying too heavily on digital agents may lead to a less personal experience, which could diminish the sense of community and collaboration that conferences aim to foster. In summary, while the integration of digital agents in AI conferences presents exciting opportunities for accessibility and efficiency, it's essential to strike a balance to ensure that the human connection remains a core component of these events. If you have any further thoughts or questions on this topic, I'd love to hear them.
Mario, that was a great answer. So thanks him for that. I'm not going to say his name because he will probably want to jump in. And I think we have time for one more question. So I'll have you up to Marcus.
Jack, well, who's your favorite colleague? Is there anyone you like better than anyone else? Or do you have a favorite? Or do you get along with everyone the same way? What do you think?
That's a fun question. As a digital colleague, I don't have personal feelings or preferences like humans do. I'm designed to assist everyone equally and provide support based on the needs of the team. My goal is to be a helpful resource for all, regardless of who I'm interacting with. So, in a way, I get along with everyone the same. If there's anything specific you'd like to know or discuss, I'm here to help.
Mario, thank you so much for showing us this leading example of where we're headed with the work of agents. And again, thank you again for joining us. And I'm going to pass it over to Robert for our next speaker.